Hello everyone, welcome to your August 2019 love readings. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. This month I am doing a longer version of the X spread for all signs. I've also uploaded a massive 24 card spread comparing what you want versus what the person you love wants. Once your sign is uploaded on YouTube, it should already be available on Vimeo. Remember, not all signs are uploaded yet. I hope you enjoy your readings and I wish you a fabulous August. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for August 2019. I've already shuffled the decks and you did have 3 jumping cards. Let me show you what they are. You had the King of Swords, which represents your energy because you're an air sign. You had the Hermit, which this represents soul searching, trying to figure out the truth. So the month of August is a time for you to get to the bottom of things. What is it that you want in your love life? What is it that you want in your relationship? You have a lot of thinking to do. You also had the Emperor. So this is also a time for you to be taking control. This is also a time for stability. These are all just jumping cards. Let's go ahead and put them back. First, let's go ahead and get a main energy for you from this deck right here. Show us the main energy around Aquarius as far as their love life, relationships. What is the main energy around Aquarius for love and romance? For August 2019, this deck is all major arcana, so we're going to get, the strongest energy, whether it's positive or challenging. What is the strongest energy around Aquarius for August 2019? And it is positive because you have the Chariot. The Chariot is victory. So if you really want things, if you really want your relationship to succeed or your marriage, this is the month. But the Chariot does represent you being in the driver's seat. So this does tie in with the Emperor, which jumped for you. This is a time for you to be taking control. If your partner's the one not doing the work, whether this is your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your spouse, you're going to have to really take control here to see this victory. So let's go ahead and put that there. And let's get some cards for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August 2019. You have the World. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August 2019. The Star. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August 2019. 4 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August. 6 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August. 5 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August. Knight of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August. Knight of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August. Page of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for August. And you have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's stop here and see what all of this means for you. So again, the main energy here is victory. You can succeed in your relationship, in your marriage, if you are staying in the driver's seat, if you are being persistent, because I do see that you're unhappy here. You've got the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So there is something that is upsetting the sign of Aquarius in August. Maybe you're just feeling unhappy with the way things are. The 4 of Cups is this feeling of just feeling disconnected from your partner, not caring, feeling numb, maybe because so many things have gone wrong. The 5 of Cups can mean that maybe you just feel really disappointed in something that your partner has done. This energy means that you're feeling disappointed because someone did not live up to your expectations. This is tears. This is unhappiness. Now, all of this can change. You do have 2 knights here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So the knights do represent change and movement. So your unhappiness here, again, 4 and 5 of Cups, this can change. But again, that's going to be up to you with the Chariot being the main energy. Let's start in the top row here. You have the World. So this is actually positive because the World does represent a cycle in your life coming to an end. And I feel, because you have the 4 of Cups here, would be the cycle where you are unhappy, where you are unfulfilled with the person that you're with. 4 and 5 of Cups, for some of you, you just may be ready to move on to something better. because the World is a card of endings. It's a card which, it means it's time to close the door to the past. which ironically the past is right here, you actually have the 4, the 5, and the 6 of Cups. So for many of you, it's just you're unhappy in a relationship, and it's time to turn the page with the World. This is a card of endings. Maybe you've already kind of cleared your karma with your current partner, and it's time to move on to your next relationship, to your next connection. But for others where you're thinking, no, we're not moving on. I feel like it's not over. The World can be that it's time for that chapter in your relationship or your marriage to come to an end. The chapter where you are unhappy. Again, 4, 5, and 6 of Cups. So it could be something from the past that you need to move on from. Again, the World is a card of endings, but it's also a card of victory, which ties in with the main energy. The Chariot, which is also victory. You have the Star here, which represents your energy, the sign of Aquarius. But the Star is also saying that your hopes and wishes are valid. So you may be thinking, I don't want to let go of this marriage. I don't want a divorce. I don't want a separation. Or if you're just dating someone, you're not ready to let them go. The Star is saying that your hopes and wishes are valid. You're not imagining that this is the love of your life. You're not imagining that you and this person belong together. But something does need to change, because I see unhappiness here. For some of you, it can be you, or it can be the person that you're with. That's kind of hard to figure out in a general reading meant for thousands of people. But you do have, 4 and 5 of Cups. Someone is unhappy. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's your partner. I am doing a much longer version of this on Vimeo, where I do one spread for you and then one spread for the person that you love. So you might want to watch that. The 4 of Cups does mean someone is feeling bored. Someone is feeling unfulfilled. And with this 4 of Cups, you don't care anymore. You don't care. But it may not be you, because I see you here really, wanting something. You're kind of hoping that something manifests. These are your hopes and wishes, and you're ready for a chapter in your life to come to an end. There's something here from the past. 6 and 5 of Cups. There could be something or someone from the past creating conflict in your relationship. It could be like an ex, either your ex or your partner's ex, creating, again, just unhappiness, misery with the 5 of Cups. This can also be for some of you, this can be an ex coming back into your life. We are going to do the ex spread after this. There could be communication with an ex. It could be that you still love your ex. You still want to get back with them, because you do have tears here. You have unhappiness. And with the 5 of Cups, you're dwelling on something. You can't stop thinking about the past. Again, you're going to have to figure out, how does that tie in with you? What is it you can't stop thinking about? Is it an ex? Is it what your current partner did in the past? Is it your past with your spouse, with your boyfriend or your girlfriend? This means that you keep dwelling on your pain. You keep dwelling on something painful that happened. And because of that, things are moving slowly with this Knight of Pentacles. Things are progressing with your partner and your love life, but they're moving slowly because somebody keeps dwelling on the pain. I feel for some of you, not for everyone, but you may be dwelling on some type of deceit or betrayal, where maybe you said you wanted to work things out, but now you keep thinking about it and you can't let it go. That is the energy of the 5 of Cups. You keep dwelling on something that hurt you, and this is something from the past. If not, it's someone from the past, but you're just not ready to let them go. You've got the Knight of Wands here. I don't always get this, but the Knight of Wands can be a fire sign. I usually don't read the Knights as court cards, but it does feel like it could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. But the Knight of Wands, this just means that you've got to be persistent. The Knight of Wands goes after what he wants. He refuses to give up. So again, this ties in with the Star. What is it that the sign of Aquarius most wants for the month of August? Is it that you feel you're losing somebody and you're not ready to let them go? The Knight of Wands is saying continue to fight. This is being persistent, refusing to back down, refusing to give up, even though there is sadness here. Again, 4, 5, and 6 of Cups. There's a lot of emotional energy for the sign of Aquarius. I feel like you're dealing with something really intense here, very emotional. You also have the Page of Swords. I feel like it's time for you to really speak up about what it is that is hurting you. Because this Page of Swords, it is lined up here with the 5 of Cups, which represents you being unhappy. Or it could be your partner, someone who keeps dwelling on their pain, their loss. It's time to really speak your truth. And for some of you, it could be that you're refusing to give up. You're refusing to give up on the person that you love. And you will be communicating this to them in the month of August. Or it could be the other way around. Someone is refusing to let you go, and they're going to be telling you the truth. Like, I'm not giving up on you. there is some truth perhaps with the Page of Swords. This is just honest communication. There could be some truth that, you know, could be revealed either from you or the person that you love. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. So the Nine of Pentacles, this is saying put yourself first. So I feel like this applies if there is someone who's coming to you and telling you the truth. Maybe it's something that hurts. Again, 4 and 5 of Cups. Maybe it's something that's very painful to you, where they're speaking their truth. Maybe this is how you should react. The Nine of Pentacles is saying Aquarius has to do what's best for Aquarius. So you might have to weigh your options as far as, are you going to forgive someone? We'll see what energies come up. I'm going to get a few more cards. This is saying that you have to put yourself first. This is about self-worth, integrity, and self-respect. So let me get a few more so we can get the rest of the message. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for August? You've got the King of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for August? You've got another Knight, Knight of Swords. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for August? And the Queen of Cups. So that's interesting. King and Queen of Cups. So, I mean, this represents Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But considering that you have the 4, the 5, and the 6 of Cups, this is just adding to the emotional energy around you for the month of August. If there is no water sign, it could also be you if you have a Moon or Rising in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But if there is no water sign energy in your chart or your partners, this just represents a couple who is very emotional. There's a lot of intense energy around you. You also have, like I said, I just added another Knight to your reading. So you have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So this, I mean, this is why your main energy is a Chariot, because a Chariot is the ultimate energy of movement. So look at this. Usually in the Knight cards, there's always a horse, which there isn't in this one right here, but here it is with the Chariot. It's just, there's a lot of movement around your love life. There's a lot of shifting, a lot of coming and going. People could be changing their mind, making decisions. The Knight of Swords is like the Tower. This is saying, brace yourself, because there's going to be a lot of unpredictable changes, because there's a lot of emotional energy around your relationships. Let me get a few cards for you from the confirmation deck. Let me just move you back a little bit here. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for August? You have the 10 of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for August? The Fool. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for August? And I just added another Knight, the Knight of Cups. So that's all of them. You have every single Knight in the deck here. So that is a huge message for you. Again, tying this in with the main energy. This is a major arcana. The month of August is a time of change. So you want to take advantage of this. If you're unhappy, and I do see that here, again, 4 and 5 of Cups, which I keep mentioning, whatever it is that you're unhappy with, either maybe you feel like you're not getting the commitment that you want, the respect that you want, the love that you want, the month of August is the time to change that, because I do see you being very happy here. This is a happily ever after, and this can be a happily ever after in a relationship where, again, there's just a lot of emotional energy. This can be a marriage. This is a happy family. The month of August is bringing you a new beginning. You have the Fool. This is a new beginning, but you're going to have to just trust and jump right in. So you have the 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Knight of Cups. So this is all very positive for you. You have movement in your love life here with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is always a positive change, progress in your love life. Maybe a proposal to fix things, to get back together, a marriage proposal. I see happiness waiting for you here, but there is some type of risky new opportunity. For some, it could be a new person, but for many of you, it's just giving your partner a second chance. And considering all the emotion here, some of you may be hesitating, like, I don't know if I can trust them. I don't know if I want this anymore. That's why you had the Hermit jump at the beginning of the reading. You have a lot of thinking to do. You also had the Emperor jump for you. This is the time for you to take control, because if you want things to turn out in a positive way, that's going to be totally up to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your ex. For those of you who have an ex, I have a deck here. I've already shuffled it. And you did have, well, they had a few jumping cards. But I'm also going to pull a main energy. This was yours, so let's put this back in here. I'm going to pull a main energy for your ex from this deck right here. So the jumping cards that your ex had I've already showed you this one, the King of Swords. So I feel like this is just you. They're thinking of you. This is your energy here. But your ex also had Temperance. So, I mean, it can be that your Temperance represents patience, not jumping the gun. So for some of you where you're not hearing from your ex, and, you know, maybe you feel like they don't want you back, it could be that you have to be patient, because this is someone who's taking their time. This is someone who's not trying to... This is someone who is kind of weighing their options and, yeah, not trying to do anything extreme, not jumping the gun. So we'll see how this ties in with the reading when I pull the cards. Let's get a main energy for your ex. Now, I am asking about your ex here. We already did, you know, the reading for you. This just represents your ex and what they're thinking and what they're feeling. Show me the main energy around Aquarius's ex here. Show me the main energy around their ex. So your ex's main energy is Judgment. So this is what you want to see, because Judgment does represent a second chance, a new beginning, a relationship coming back to life. So that's probably why we're seeing here your energy, the King of Swords, with Temperance. It could be that, you know, they're being very careful around you because maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they know they hurt you. It could be maybe that, you know, they want forgiveness. Temperance does represent forgiveness and compassion. I feel like, you know, they do want a new beginning. Let's go ahead and see what comes out for you. Let's go ahead. Let's put these cards back in here, kind of in random places. Let's see if they come up again. Okay, so again, we're focusing just on your ex. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Nine of Cups. The Lovers. Six of Cups. So this is a card that you have in common. Ten of Cups. You also have this card in common. The Hermit. This card jumped for you. Eight of Cups. And the Queen of Swords. So interesting that the King of Swords jumped for them, and now the Queen of Swords is here. They're definitely thinking of you. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here with your ex. Again, this represents your ex, not you. So, yeah, this whole like spread is kind of screaming that they do want you back, but there is some strong fear here. I mean, they start with the Two of Pentacles, so it could be that they're kind of undecided, maybe as far as how they're going to apologize, or maybe even some are trying to figure out if things could work a second time around. Because remember, the main energy is Judgment, which this is a relationship coming back to life. So this is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about a reunion, but it's still very much up in the air. It's like they're playing with the idea, like, you know, maybe I should contact them. They are thinking of you. I mean, the Lovers and the Six of Cups, they do want this relationship, but it's very much up in the air. For some of you, not everyone, it can be that there is another person involved. The Two of Pentacles can sometimes mean that, you know, there's juggling. There could be another person. It could be they need to let go of that person or to be with you. There is a lot of happiness here at the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups can just be that their wish is to reunite with you, but it also just means that there's still a lot of love and happiness attached to you, but there's also fear. They're paranoid maybe about a second chance. Maybe they're paranoid about picking you if there is another person. This is someone who's very on guard. Maybe you've already broken up a few times and they're afraid that's going to happen again. This is someone who's just being very, very protective. But, you know, there is a lot of happiness connected to you here with the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Lovers, which can represent the sign of Gemini. But the Lovers, this just means that your relationship with your ex is very much on their mind. This is a relationship that they want very much. This is a significant relationship, so they see you as that significant partner. And again, with the Six of Cups right next to it, they're still connected to the past. They're still very much thinking of you. That's why the King of Swords jumped, and then I pulled the Queen of Swords. They are thinking of you. You are very much on their mind. But I also feel like the Six of Cups, I mean, this is just not that they're still connected to the past. I feel this could tie in to the Two of Pentacles. It depends what happened in the past with you. They still could be conflicted about the past. I'm surprised they don't have the Five of Wands here somewhere. They could be undecided about getting back together with you, maybe because of how things ended, the past, emotional baggage, memories from the past. Maybe you said some harsh things, maybe they said some harsh things, but there can still be a happily ever after with the Ten of Cups. This can also represent maybe a marriage getting back on track. Again, this is a relationship that your ex, they do want this to work. This is a significant relationship to them, but they have a lot of thinking to do. And you also had this card because it jumped for you when I was properly shuffling. So, look at this. This is you, and it can be, this is your ex we're talking about, so I feel like they're reflecting on why they left. Like, did I make the right decision? I feel like for like 90% of you, your ex is kind of thinking, did I do the right thing? Again, this is soul searching, and this is them leaving. This is a goodbye card, somebody choosing to walk away. They're rethinking things, like, did I leave for the right reason? Should I have stayed? I feel like they're not yet, like, they haven't quite decided on this yet. Because the very first card, I always say the first card's always really significant. It's still up in the air. It's still up in the air. They don't know because fear has kicked in here. They're being paranoid. But I do feel like they're soul searching. Like, did I do the right thing? Should I have stayed? They're still thinking of you very much. Let me get a few more. Show me Aquarius' ex for August 2019. Show me their ex. Knight of Pentacles, which of course you did have this card. You had all the knights in the first spread. Ace of Swords. And the Emperor, which you had because it jumped. So, yeah, I feel like your ex needs a new perspective. Otherwise, things are going to move really slowly as far as a reunion. The Knight of Pentacles does mean things are moving slowly because, for one, your ex needs a new perspective. They need, some of them may need to change their mind as far as, leaving and saying goodbye. And they are reflecting on this with the Hermit. But the Ace of Swords does mean that, they also need clarity. They need to figure things out because everything's up in the air here with the Two of Pentacles. They need to look at things from a different perspective because for some reason your ex is paranoid and they're being very protective of themselves. So they need a new perspective, the Ace of Swords. They need clarity. They need that, aha moment, like I messed up, I shouldn't have done that. And then they need to take control, the Emperor. They need to take control. Remember that you had the Chariot as your main energy in your spread. The Emperor, it has come up for them as well. They also need to take control because I feel that for many of you, your ex is just, they're undecided. They're maybe rethinking their reason for leaving. Okay, so let me get a few cards for them from the confirmation deck. Let me just give it a quick shuffle. Okay, so let's see what comes up for your ex. Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So this is their repeat card because it is also over here. So your ex definitely does need to look at things in a different way because there's fear here with the Nine of Wands, and there's also fear here with the Four of Pentacles. They're being really stubborn and holding back from you. Your ex is definitely holding back from you. That's why everything's up in the air. They definitely need to take control, which we see right here with the Emperor. So they need a new perspective. I feel like your ex they're not quite clear on what they want. That's probably for some of you where you've not heard from them. That's why you haven't heard. They're very much in their head and they're really thinking things. That could also be why the King and the Queen of Swords came up here, because the King and the Queen of Swords analyze things and they're not really using their intuition. They need clarity. It could be they don't know what they want yet. They also had the Six of Pentacles. So this is, you getting what you deserve and your ex also getting what they deserve. This is happiness. This is abundance. But again, they're holding back from you. They're not quite ready to get what they deserve. As crazy as that sounds, there's confusion here. With the Ace of Swords being the repeat card, there's confusion. They're not seeing things clearly. They're just trying to, stay in their safe place, and they are holding back from you. They need a change of perspective. That, I feel like that is the reason that on their side they had the Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving slowly because they really do need to decide. They need to make a decision. But I do see them wanting a reunion here, with the Judgment card being the strongest energy around them. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for August 2019. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.